I'm from South Carolina. I moved out here, and they had me thinking Orange County was just the Holy Grail. Oh, you go to Orange County, they got that money in Orange County. I'm from LA, so bro, I'm gonna have to take a detour real quick, put me on game about the riot, and then we'll get back on track. Don't lose your train of thought.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the LA Rams, but
why not? Whoa, let's talk about this. Hold on. Sometimes you just gotta go with how you feel.
I am old enough to remember a time where it was weird to be on the internet.
My name is Trey Hatton.
This is Rob Palacio.
This is gonna be a beautiful thing for sure.
What's up?
What it do, man? You know what? It's a lovely day today.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is. My parents are in South Carolina, and it is 27 degrees. And I walk out my door.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know. It's lovely. 80 degrees. I think a bird came and sat right on my shoulder today when I was out there drinking my coffee. Believe it or not.
Is that like a metaphor or like seriously?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sound like a Disney movie.
No. What's up, Omari? How you doing today, man?
I'm blessed by the best, brother.
That's right. Man, it's been a long time, man. I've been waiting to get a hold of you for a little minute, but we never managed to actually get together. I know we're like Achilles twins.
What that is?
Yeah, we tore our Achilles around the same time.
Like a week apart.
Yeah.
Me, him, and another friend of mine.
Omar, you heard you were playing basketball too?
Oh yeah, I was going up for a dunk. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my Achilles just gave out. You feel me?
Oh man.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. We've been like every now and then shooting each other messages on social media, but like I don't know. It was like we both tore our Achilles, and then we were like, "Yo, man, me too." It's pretty crazy stuff.
I got never since that day.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you guys, what is your stretching? And you know, don't matter who talks first, but you guys stretch more now? Do you have more calf exercises that you put into your routine? Do you figure out the secret to not tearing your Achilles again, or no?
Oh yeah, stretching first and foremost, bro. I be doing yoga now. You know, like every day. You know, to stay loose, because I feel like I wasn't loose the day I went to go hoop that day that I tore my Achilles, and that's kind of what trickled all the other things to come out of place.
Wait, so you didn't feel right?
No, nah.
Oh, really? I had the opposite situation. I was like the best I'd felt in a long time, because I'd been ramping up. You know, I've been like trying to get right for, I don't know, a couple of months, dropped a bunch of weight. And like, I mean, people in the crowd was cheering, like, "Oh my God, look at him go!" And then pop, it's pretty bad, man. Some gnarly stuff.
So you were in an adult league?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I mean, I don't know about you, Omari, but like, I'm still not 100%. Like, I can run, I can do things, but my leg strength in that one leg is still, I'd say, about the 90 percentile range, but I can still feel, I don't feel the injury, but I can feel that I still need some muscle building in there, in that area. So I'm still timid about going like full tilt.
Wow. I feel you on that, because my calf, it looks deformed right now. So I'm trying to build it back up to how it used to look. Hey, man, ever since I healed, bro.
Were you?
I've been running Spartan races and all that.
I know. I saw that. That's what I was like, damn, you already back at it. Like, I won't do that right now. Not that I was ever a runner like that.
You did a Spartan, Omari?
Oh yeah, I did 2 Spartan races already since I got healed.
Bro, listen to me. Let me tell you something, bro. My homeboy from out here, he live out in Santa Ana. Bro, he done did like 3. And I know y'all probably heard of I can't even. It's like, what is the name of that trainer, man? Now it's gonna make me mad. They just had a competition in Vegas. High Rocks. Have you ever done the high rocks?
No, is that like the Tough Mudder or something?
Nah, it's just like the Spartan race on steroids, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like, so every exercise and event you do, I think you run like a 5K in between.
So it's like the same setup, sort of.
You know what? My friend did one of those up in Big Bear. That's what that sounded like.
Yeah, wow, bro. Wow. I was like, so I did one of the workouts, bro, and I'm fit, bro. Like, Omari, a little bit about me, bro. I used to play football, bro. I was a 3-sport athlete in high school, bro. Always in shape, bro. I did that high rocks workout, bro. I was sore for 5 days, bro. I was sore for 5 days, bro. Man. I said, you know what? I'm not trying to be in that good of shape no more. It ain't even that deep. It really ain't even that deep. It don't mean that much to me, bro. This is what it was. You had to do 1,000 meter of the rope machine, 50 meter sled push with 340 pounds, 4 sets, 50 meter sled pull. And keep in mind, you got to run a 5K in between all this.
No.
Right, crazy.
No.
Bro, I was in the gym for 2 hours and 30 minutes, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Longest workout.
Bro,
I'm good. I don't need all that. You can keep all that.
Yeah, people just be bored. They don't got nothing to do but train themselves.
Yeah.
My Lord, man. But hey, I'm glad y'all boys back healthy. I'm glad y'all Achilles feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, Trevay saw me at my worst. I hobbled in. I hobbled in on the day before, like a couple days, like a week before my surgery. And I just had to relax because it was pretty bad, man.
Quiet as kept, though, man. When you left from seeing me, man, he felt a lot light on his feet.
Yeah, so light, I almost didn't make it to the car.
Almost flew away.
Almost flew away.
That's what I do. That's what I do, man.
Yeah, be careful with that one. Hey, Omari, what like the thing you and Trevay have in common is neither one of you are actually from California and came here at some point. What drove you to come out this way?
So, I moved out to LA from Chicago 13 years ago. At the time, before I made my move, I had just graduated culinary arts school, had a culinary degree in my back pocket. So I'm like, bam, it's time to shoot to LA, hit up a bigger market, because Chicago is big, but it's not big in the sense of TV and film. So I was like, man, I got to get in front of these casting directors who can make things happen for me.
Okay.
And ever since then, that was it.
Okay.
I guess what I want to ask is, what was the biggest difference you would say? I mean, did it seem like you walked into an open door, or do you still think you had to make it happen? Like, you came from Chicago, like you said, it's a big market. But when you got out here to LA, I mean, were you able to jump right into it? Was it like a little loading phase? You kind of had to get a job and then, grind a little bit, and then you kind of got into it. What happened?
So I moved out here with $1,500 in my bank account. I didn't know where I was going to sleep. So I'm hitting up Craigslist, hitting up these landlords like, you got a room for rent? So the week before I was supposed to move back to Chicago, if it didn't work out, the landlord hit me up like, I got a room. I was like, all right, cool. So the next step was to secure a job. And it took like 2 months to secure a job. I was a dishwasher at Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood. I hated every second of it because I have credentials to be a chef. So like being a dishwasher, that was kind of humbling to say the least.
Like a slap in the face.
Yeah. So I worked there for like a year, man. And then it didn't work out. So I ended up being a line cook at an Italian restaurant. And like I stayed there for like a few months, working like 60 hours a week. I'm like, bro, I did not move out here for this. So
but you stayed locked in.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, I just got to build my money up so I could really chase this dream. And then shortly thereafter, the restaurant closed for renovation. I was like, this is God right here. And then after that, shortly thereafter that moment, I worked with Vivica Fox in a feature film. And that was one of my biggest roles out here.
Okay.
And that was
I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask, because I was, doing a little bit of research, even though I do know you. You've had a few marks in your career where I know you have to be like, oh my God, like here I am with Vivica Fox, or here I am on Lethal Weapon with one of the Wayans. Like, what is that like? Like, what was going through your head in these moments?
hold on. Before you hold that question, you hold on. Don't just skip past it. Hey, you was on the Wayne?
Yeah, I got to work with Damon on set and
Oh,
everything.
that's fire.
What is that like?
Oh, bruh.
That was a surreal moment for sure because I got to set. I'm like, I'm ready. But then, like, when they actually take you to set, you have hundreds of people on the set, and you're like, man, this is the real deal. You know what I mean? So, like, as I was preparing for the scene, I'm like, damn, this is really happening. Like, my dreams are coming true. Excuse me. And then I was like, man, this is a concrete moment to solidify everything that I worked hard for and why I made the move.
Yeah, I like what you said first. You had to change that. Your dream did come through. They came through because you were locked in. You did all the work. You was dishwashing. You was on the line cook. Oh man, that's a trip. I'm just trying to imagine it because a buddy of mine, he always does like read, Roth.
Mm-hmm.
So his brother does commercials, and he's like just like a fill-in. He's like a background guy, and Reed goes for him sometimes, like sneaks on set. And he said, "It's a trip." He was like, "It is. Like it's a ton of people out there, bro. Like that's just crazy, bro. I don't know.
Everybody got a dream, man. Like even me with what I do, sometimes, you go to these auditions and there's just a line of people that just want to make it happen. And they're all in different parts of their career, and like some of them you go like, oh, I know what that's like. I've been there. And then some of them you trying to pick their brain because they look like they got a little bit more together. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. I know you must have a ton of like stories about stuff like that.
Most definitely. Going from cattle calls I went to a cattle call from straight out of Compton, waited in line for like 6 hours just to audition. And then by the time I got to the front, they weren't auditioning no more. I'm like, what the?
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. Does that happen like pretty often?
Not now. Before there was a lot of cattle calls for like commercials, movies, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
What? Why? Because of COVID, they don't do it no more or what?
Yeah, I mean, they don't do in-person auditions as much as before. So it kind of throws the game off and how you prep for every audition because you can't get a feel for the room if you're not in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They do like Zoom calls or what they do?
Yeah, like I had a callback audition the other day, and it was via Zoom, but it just didn't feel right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talking into the camera. Yeah, I mean, but it's ironic because you are talking on the camera if you're on Zoom. You know what I mean? But I could just saying like you got to be able to be in the moment. It's just funny because it does feel a bit different in this format. As opposed to being around other individuals who are in the same craft doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, right. I get that.
But I mean, like, being a work in progress, I know we all are, but, as someone who is still building your resume, I know, like, you're not at your pinnacle yet. What would you say to someone that's doing what you're doing? Like, you just finished talking about, coming down from Chicago to a new place as big as Los Angeles, and having to, do jobs that are way below what you should be doing just to try to chase your dream. Like, what would you say to someone? Like, for instance, if I introduce you to my daughter, she's 15. She wants to be an actress, right? And people, whether you're not from California or LA, or, you're not used to doing what we do, they think you just tell someone you want to act, you read a script, and you're on. Right? I see you laughing already because it don't work that way.
My uncle all the time. Why ain't you in that new Tyler Perry movie? Go talk to him. What? It don't work like that.
It don't work like that, right? Like, what would you say to that young person, where you used to be in Chicago trying to get out here? Like, what does it take?
Know what you want. Set a plan. And fully commit to that plan, and don't let nobody stop you. Even family could be the worst, bro. Like when you tell them you got a dream, how you gonna make that happen? Oh, you gonna go to Hollywood now? It's like that be throwing me off. Like when I be going home, sometimes they be like, "Oh, what's up, Mr. Hollywood?" Nah, bro, don't do that. Don't be condescending like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we need all the support as artists. You know what I mean? So it goes a long way. So once that plan is set, full throttle commit to it.
Right.
I'm with you.
And get training. Training is most important, bro. Training. If you have headshots, that's cool. But without training, how are you going to get auditions?
Right.
You know what I mean? So training and setting that plan.
I'm with him on that 100%. Like when you just said, we need all the support, bro. I'm from South Carolina, bro. I'm from a town of just 2,000 people. That's it. Our town is Page, South Carolina. It did not change very much. Me just being out in California, like, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Even the people like in what I would call my inner circle, even be like, "Oh, you big time!" Like, you know what I'm saying? You out in California trying to do your thing. But really, bro, I'm really in grind mode. Like and I be trying to tell them that all the time, like, I'm just like you. Like I ain't doing nothing. I just done try to shift it, and I want to be a doctor. My dream is to be a pediatrician. So I've just shifted my focus to do what I want to do. And to do that, I feel like I needed to have my family out here. And bro, it is true, bro. It's hard to stay focused, when sometimes you don't got that love and support you need. You know what I mean? Sometimes you kind of get in your head a little bit. I know you probably dealt with it a few times, but I mean, you some days are not always easy. Some days are harder than others. And sometimes you are looking for a little bit of, like you got this. And sometimes you don't get it. Sometimes you don't get that data boy that you need. So, and I tell you what, for me, so from South Carolina, I'm not gonna lie. You came from Chicago, right? So you came from the metro. So like you already been around a bunch of different personalities, bro. So you kind of know how to navigate yourself in the room. But me, bro, I came from a place where like it's literally like not that many different type of people. Like everybody was on the same speed. We watch grass grow. Like it's the same folks every day. You're not really shifting. Yeah, I'm serious. Like you're not really. So when I got out here, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Oh, there go a clique, but there's another clique. Oh, but what they got going on, okay, and they fighting that battle. So, bro, it took me 18 months, 2 years just for my brain to catch up to what was going on around me, bro. Because when I left my hometown to go to college, I went to a private institution. So I went to another small school. Like I went to a school that was just like my town, so I went to another comfort. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get out of my comfort zone. There was only 2,500 people on campus. Like that's me. I can navigate that. Like boom, 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 boom.
Right.
I know. And so, bro, out here it was just, bro, it's just crazy. Like even where I stay now, like
it's kind of hard to just jump into the fire. To be honest, right? Did you have that problem, Omari? Like, were you kind of scared?
Oh man, the first 3 months, I swear I didn't go nowhere really when I moved out here because I was solo. I didn't have my fiance out here yet, so I was like, man, let me just go submit this application, go right back home because it was like a whole new world for me.
No friends, no nothing, no family with you, nothing.
Nothing. Like I have family out here, but I'm not close with them, so it's like kind of like not having family.
Got it. See, that's so crazy to me. Like I grew up, LA City proper. So like Hollywood's in my backyard the whole time. So I had the opposite effect as I moved, I was able to move to more affluent communities and things like that. The suburbs would slow down and the peace and quiet, watching the grass grow, as Trevay would put it, was weird because I would sit out in my backyard and like just hear the peace and quiet 10 o'clock at night. And my then wife would ask me, why are you outside? Why do you seem like you're unsettled? And I go, I haven't heard a helicopter in 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Something ain't right.
Right?
Like it's unnatural. Yeah.
It feels unnatural. So like your comfort level changing is, something that when you aspire to be whatever you want to be, for you, Omari, it's being an actor. For you, it's a pediatrician. For me, it's a voice actor. I think we all three can speak to having to push out of your comfort. Trevay likes to say, reaching for new roots, right? Like he actually does a motivational thing every Monday on Instagram.
Shout out to follow me on Instagram, Reaching New Roots.
Yeah, reaching new roots, right? So we all have had to do that. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to bring you on, Omari, you know, to be able to talk about your path and journey as an actor, but also I know that about you. You know, I know you haven't got that dream role, that you know, that big thing that really makes your name pop, but that you're working and you have a sense of pride of you know, just accomplishing each step. Like I remember when you know, around the time they were pushing that Lethal Weapon episode and how proud you were of that. And I think we were cool at the same time when you got your SAG membership, you know, those things like that. And I remember those posts and I was like, oh, look at him go. You know what I mean? Like that's like, I know what that journey is like also as I land roles and do things like that. So, I think it's big to share that message.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's an honor to be on this platform with you guys to create this awareness for chasing your dream and also mental health, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, that's important. They go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to me, though, I'm be real with you, Omari. Like we just met, but like what you done did so far, like the type of cat I am, like you that dude to me. Like, if I'm not mistaken, bro, you did an episode of All American. Like, that's my wife jam. You know, she love that show. You know what I mean? And so, you know, when I talk to her, I'm like, this dude's on All American, babe. Come on now. And she'd be like, oh shoot. And so what I think it is about, you know, going back to mental health, bro, your community and the people that build you up, bro. That's a direct correlation of how you feel in your success. I'm be real with you because you just, when you in it and the energy good, you know, it's hard to get yourself ramped up every day, man. But if you put yourself in good position around good people, bro, it's easy to get up and execute and do what you need to do.
Right.
It's hard, bro.
But what if your background doesn't lend itself to that though? Like both of you gentlemen, like Trevay, I'm still getting to know that part of you. You know, Omari, I definitely don't know that part of you, but you know, like what if you come from a background where everyone has really average jobs or no one's done anything in your family or your friends or anything like that? Like how you got to push, like, how do you push forward and go, I'm gonna, like how you said earlier, Omari, like you go, you know, chase the brass ring and people go, what are you doing? That's not what we do.
I am from that. I am from the average parent background, bro. My pops got his, I know he won't mind me saying this. My pops didn't finish high school. He went back, got his GED. My mom finished high school. That was it, right? My dad, from when I was born, in the South, we call it laying pine needles. Y'all probably don't know nothing about that out here on the West Coast. But you load up a truck with this brown, with pine straw, pine needles. Okay. And you go, you drive, you put it on the back of the truck. See, this is a foreign concept for y'all, so I got to really break it down. You rack them up like it's hay. Okay. You bale it, and then you drive. So my pops did a lot of business in Charlotte, North Carolina. I know y'all done heard of Charlotte. So he'd go, knock on their door, say, hey, this is the swag in the South. You get pine needles around your trees in your yard to make it look nice and neat. Okay. And that's what he did for the better part of all the way until I was in middle school. And no, it wasn't no flashy job. My mom worked in the kitchen at a hospital my whole entire childhood. She worked in the same hospital that I was born at, Monroe Medical. So like, and I told you last episode, I don't think my parents ever made over $50,000 or $40,000 ever together growing up. So for me, and you know what's crazy? I was thinking about the other day. I do think I was able to go a little bit harder because you know what my parents always had though? When I did do something in school, even if it wasn't major, my mom would hit me, my baby's smart. Look at my baby. Look at him. He even if I wasn't that dude for real, she made every little achievement feel like I was like that. Like, you the smartest in your class, ain't you? You know me, I got my chin up like, I sure am, mama. Let me go study a little bit harder.
That's how it starts.
And that's what I was going to tell you. It depends on how it is depicted, how you depict the reality, okay, as a kid, okay? Some people might have parents with average jobs, but all they do is complain about how much money they don't have, how miserable they are, how they wish their life was this, how they wish they would have chased their dreams. I thank God I had parents that lived in the life they lived in, were not upset about what they had going on. They took me to church. my mom was a praying woman, a woman of faith. That, you know, being an adult and looking at that now,
right?
I'm like, oh yeah, I was blessed, bro. I was, as a kid, you always joke around about your parents and how they move, and
yeah.
But as an adult, bro, my parents had the juice, bro. They had the juice, bro, for real. I mean, no situation like that I feel like was a bad situation.
But that like speaks to your character though, Trevay, today, right? Like, yeah. But what happens when we all don't have that though? Because
I feel you.
Check it out. So, parents are people.
Yep.
Right? We forget that when we're kids. We don't know that. Yeah. They're like almost parents are like gods, right? So like, what if your parent actually had a hard time of their own because of their parents or their circumstances? So you come along, they don't got it together neither. And it's just, you just getting by, right? Like I have plenty friends and family. Like I could now at my age see where my parents' struggles were. When I was growing up, I couldn't see that. And I could see where they could have taken advantage of certain things that we did not. So all I could do, and my parents wouldn't mind me saying this, is try to do a little better than they did from my kids, which is why I do things like, my son got student of the month. I made it the huge deal. We going to this restaurant. We getting reservations. They asking for him personally. I set the whole thing up, made it a big deal. Like Trevay said, we just really gonna shine on. But I kind of want to hear your take on that, Omari, in terms of like, how you grew up and what do you think got you to push the way that you pushing right now? Cause I know a lot of people in your shoes that would actually just give up.
Yeah, so I'm on the other end of that spectrum of getting support. So I grew up with a strict Nigerian father who has several degrees and looking at me like, boy, what are you doing? You want to go act? Who are you now? Like that.
Hold on. I be seeing it as a cat. I'm sorry, it's all subject.
You see how you just turned that on just now?
I'm sorry. That was good. That was crazy how good that was.
Well, that's his daddy though.
No, but he an actor. But that was fire. Like, and this is cat on Instagram that talk about like Nigerian parents.
Yeah.
Godfrey.
I want to say that's his name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Godfrey he's talking about.
Yeah. He was like, you ever had that incident when you try to explain something to your parents and they would shut up your mouth. Yeah. So when he said it, it just triggered my brain. I'm like, oh yeah, it was a struggle trying to get up out of there. Man. Just trying to get past that mindset.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you continue, but just so you know, I know what you're talking about. My parents are from Belize.
Okay.
So I'm with you. So go ahead.
So, not to damper the mood, but I lost my mom when I was young, like 6 years old. So my father got remarried to a Nigerian woman who hated me because of the last situation. So there was a lot of animosity growing up, and I dealt with verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. So I really had to pull myself out the dirt, out the mud, as they say, to motivate, to inspire, and also to encourage myself while encouraging others. Because there was moments in my life where, I was trying to take my own life, to be real with y'all.
Wow.
But I overcame that through my relationship with God and through the people that God sent me while I was on this journey. If it wasn't for those people that supported me when I expressed to them that I had a dream, I wouldn't even be in this situation right now.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, but let's not go past that, bro. You see what he said? I'm telling you, your community, it matters, bro. It matters. The people around you, bro, it matters, man. I ain't never went through nothing like that, bro, so I can't even imagine. Man, that's crazy. Whew.
But that, as much as like you just said there, what that also tells me is that if you happen to be the person that caught the short end of the stick, it don't have to define you. You can still use that energy and redirect it to chase your dream, to be who you want, right? So, because none of us have a perfect situation. None of us has said we came from money and our parents were able to just give us money and we're driving these cars and do that. Like we all in our unique way had to work for what we had or have, right? Or what we're trying to accomplish. So like that right there is what I hold on to the most. Cause man, you know, for me, it's everything is like starting from scratch. Like I got the bare bones foundation, which I am appreciative of. And that, you know, that's a great starting point. But, you know, I was not, you know, everything that I've had to work for. And yes, you know, you get the help, you get, you know, people that are put in your life that do care. But those dreams, man, I think, you know, especially me and you, Omari, like we probably have that in common. People can't quite see, the dream sometimes. You know, it's really hard because they're not chasing what you're chasing.
Right. So it's hard to get them to understand the passion that you have for it. They're just like, oh, you just got this.
It's a fantasy.
No.
It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a fantasy to them because that's not their dream. Okay, let's make sure we get that understood. Mm-hmm. It's not their dream. So no matter how they picture it in their head, it's going to sound crazy to them. All right, bro, you're a voice actor. I know for a fact when you tell the homies you grew up with, like, I talking to a mic, they like, what? Like, what you got? What you do?
I mean, like, most of those people ain't around in my life no more, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Boom, boom. It's not their dream. And when you do the steps that align with your dream, you're going to get put in a different arena. It's different things are going to go on, bro. So that's one thing I done learned in my young life is that, you know what? You don't really need no approval from nobody but yourself. Once you start saying you're going to do something, you the only person need to tell you, I'm good with this. You're the only person, not your mama.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen, and this is why I wanted to have him on, is I don't know how many times I done seen him celebrating him. And you could go and be like, man, that's kind of cocky. Or you could be like, that dude is trying to live that life. And he's trying to make sure that he's upping himself up and he's giving himself the energy that he needs, that he wants to come back. He's putting it out there in the world. And he did accomplish something. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to ride with it, or you could celebrate with him. And that was the energy I was loving.
That's a skill, though. He mastered the skill. You know what skill he don't master, Rob? He done mastered the skill of filtering out people he don't need. It's a skill. It's a skill. It's a skill. He done figured out how to put up an electric fence. When somebody go, man, you ain't gonna accomplish that. Boom, they already gone. Oh yeah, don't need to hear that.
They're out of there.
They out of there, bro. That's a skill. A skill I'm still trying to master. That's a skill, bro. It's a skill. So in a way, you can be a people pleaser and be doing that. That's my problem.
And bro, that's how I grew up, because I didn't receive the love from my family that I needed as a kid. So I was doing weird shit, bro. I was people pleasing here, there, and I wasn't fulfilled. But now that I've been in therapy and learned how to put up boundaries, bro, it's been enlightening, to say the least.
Man, you know what? You the third person that mentioned therapy to me, man. Maybe I need to go get some therapy. My therapist might be able to unlock something deep in my brain that help me stop pleasing these people for no reason.
You know what? And we'll get him on the podcast too. But I've got a friend that works in that field, and you know, he actually convinced me that everybody, whether you are feeling healthy or not, could use a little bit of therapy every now and then just to check in. So I used to be that guy that would judge people who would go to therapy and thought, you know, that's weird. You should be able to figure your own shit out. I'm built that way. I had to be to get where I'm at. But as I've gotten older and have had individuals in my life who have needed therapy and have had to support, walk with them, learn things with them, and seen it applied correctly, I see how helpful that is to be able to work through whatever it is, you know. And it doesn't have to be like I'm about to jump off a bridge. It could just be like you have trouble processing.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
You know?
But bro, it's just me. Like, I'm be real, child. I'm an emotional dude, bro. So I think the number one thing with me, bro, I ain't trying to go no therapist, and they do hit me, boy. I'm in there boo-hooing. they got to me. I'm like, man, I don't know why it's coming over me.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? but you guys know what? There's strength in vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the Black community, we look as vulnerability as a weakness. Unfortunately.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Why can't we let our guard down, especially around our own people, bro? It's crazy.
Well, I'll take it one step further. As men, you ain't supposed to. You're not supposed to show feelings like that. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to say you hurt. And I'm learning to practice that because I could take it one step deeper for me. Growing up in South Central Los Angeles, you can't be weak. You can't be weak at all. Like I had to learn. Which is why I'm still with the woman I'm with now, and she hasn't left me, is because I've had to learn to say, hey, I'm hurt. What's happening here doesn't feel good for me. Because before, Raw, a lone wolf, right? I don't like how you getting down. Whatever.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You can fuck off.
And just keep it moving.
And keep it moving. And she'd be like, oh, you kind of robotic. You kind of cold. That's who I used to be. You know what I mean? And like, because I never learned, well, I shouldn't say I've never learned. I ended up building a tolerance to being a true man, being able to express myself constructively.
I like that. I like that. Hold on. You say you built up a tolerance to being I like that. I like that strength and vulnerability too. I don't know what we're going to title this episode, but you guys are really tossing it out there right now. What I can say is this, how I grew up, I feel like I always had a good heart, but I always wanted to run with the cool crowd. So my people pleasing and how my mind worked, I always knew how to treat a woman. My dad was that dude. I always know how to whip up a little meal for your lady and open the car door. I knew that, but when you with the homies, you feel me? You like, hey, let's go see what's going on with these. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, for to keep myself safe. On this podcast, I'm going to say that everybody understand what I'm saying. When I was with the homies, I was doing stuff with the boys, you know what I mean? But also, I don't want the homies to know I was cupcaking with my shawty. That's something else, you have to deal with. But once again, man, getting in marriage is different from having a girlfriend. I will say that. Mm-hmm. Being with my wife and understanding that dynamic, that's still a
Is that still feeling brand new?
Yeah, we still working on that. But I'm gonna get there. We're still working on that one right there. But I got I listen to a lot of motivation. People think this man crazy. I listen to a lot of David Goggins, man.
Okay.
And as crazy as everybody think David Goggins is, man, bro, be having a good point, bro. You just gotta do the stuff you don't want to do. Like you just said, right? You just said you had built up a tolerance, bro. All that is, bro, is just doing the stuff not doing the stuff you need to do. That's all it is, bro. And if you start doing the stuff you need to do, eventually it get easy, bro. That's life. If you do, that's discipline. That's creating discipline. When you say, when you know your wife needs to spend some quality time with you, but you want to chill, like me.
Well, it's also behavior that's coming from fear, right? Like you never, why don't you go work out? Because it hurts. You know what I mean? You're going to be sore. It's time consuming. You want to do something fun. Like you're always in the gratification moment. You don't want to delay it. Right?
It ain't nothing like a 2 p.m. cocktail, bro. It ain't. Why would I go run 6 miles, bro? And I can go relax.
I can go relax and do whatever. So same thing with, talking about your feelings out with your woman. That's not when a man thinks of a woman, he ain't thinking about crying and telling her, how you feel. You thinking about all the fun shit.
Right.
Hey, man. Well, of course. Well, why wouldn't I be thinking about all the fun stuff? trying to get this grown man gift.
Right.
He's talking about grown man gift.
I'm just saying.
But that is my issue, though. I'll give you that. That is, I'm working on it. Yeah. All right. It's a work in progress, man. Shoot. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, but you ain't got forever to figure it out.
Says who?
Huh? Oh shit.
We took our vow. She will be forever. She said, I'm hers and she mine. No matter how long it takes 70 years for me to figure it out.
Well, how long y'all both gonna be here though? Them aliens is coming down.
Facts. And hopefully if we get our health intact, I don't know. I be tripping, man. I showed up to my girl today. It says, trying to look for a lack of better words, without being too explicit, but whatever. It said if you have sex with your partner 4 times a week, your life expectancy goes up by 20%. Just so you let y'all fellas know. So I'm gonna live forever.
I am not going to question that. I am not going to question that.
You got a lot of energy over there, bro.
Hey, I'm not. I'm young. you know.
Yeah, I'm young, but I'm gonna live forever though. I don't care nothing about that today.
You gonna freeze yourself, come back in the future?
Darn right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
No, all right. I'll just back to the seriousness. Back to the serious. Everything goes hand to hand, right? What you want for yourself, your discipline, and also who you surround yourself with. Everything goes hand to hand, man. I don't know. I'm still figuring this thing out, Omari, Ra. I'm still, I think that's one thing that made me and Ra get together is I'm still figuring it out. Like you said the other day, I'm still doing life, bro. Don't get no easy every day, that's for sure. The hardest decision I make is at 5 a.m. trying to get out of bed. That's probably the hardest decision I make all day.
It ain't that hard no more. You on automatic now with that little one.
No, I am, bro, but bro, she done got so little update, Amari. I have a 4-month-old. So my baby, she's 4 months. My little girl.
Congrats.
But she's sleeping 10, 12 hours. I ain't bragging. I'm just saying. She sleep, bro. She's super advanced. And so like she don't make it easy on me. No, she used to be an alarm clock. Now she be sleeping with daddy. I look over there, so she still asleep. I probably give me 30 more minutes here and then. So, it's always an uphill battle, man. But
yeah,
one thing is my wife, she let us spend quality time. So she's a teacher. She teaches special education. So when she get up, she be like, get up with me. You know what I mean? Maybe, let's have some breakfast together. And by the time, once I get done, talking to her in the morning, then my brain be up. But it be getting to that. For me, it's getting to that point. But I'm going to have to crank it up anyway, man. Doctors be getting out of bed at 4 a.m. I'll be always watching, in the life of a pediatrician or, in the life of a cardiac surgeon. I'll be interested in all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I worked with cadavers for 2 years. And I just got intrigued by all that stuff. I know it probably don't sound interesting to y'all, but I'll be looking at all that stuff. And you mess with that.
I'm an X-ray tech, so I kind of understand. Like I'm in the same world in a sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you locked in.
Yeah.
You see some wild stuff. I don't know. X-rays looking crazy.
Oh yeah, patients be tripping, bro.
It's some stuff you just can't do. The one thing I love about the medical field and science, and I grew up in the South. So let me say this first. I was always taught that Mexican. I said Mexican. Lord have mercy. I grew up saying religion and medicine couldn't go hand in hand. Like religion and science.
Ain't that what they teach you?
You know what I mean? They say, and that's not true in the slightest. Let me say that. It is not true in the slightest. But what I'm saying is some stuff that go on in the medical field, in science, that is just unexplainable. And I love it. That's probably what made me fall in love with it the most. The what we would say are miracles that happen that science can't explain it. And I love it. I'm drawn to it. The stuff we can discover, the stuff the brain can do. We still don't even know nothing about our true potential as humans.
Yeah.
So that probably got superpowers, don't even know it.
And that's why I love movies like what was the movie Limitless? I know y'all have seen Limitless.
Oh yeah,
Bradley Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, that movie to me is so fire. And I know it go over a lot of people's head, but like we don't know a lot about what we can do. Like we just be doing whatever somebody else told us we can do. Like Omari, the stuff you did to get to where you at. And I'm just saying this to be real. But you came out here, bruh. You had a culinary degree, but you was a dishwasher, but you were as a line cook. The ability for the average human to keep their mental capacity to do that and still chase their dream, bro, you're an anomaly, bro. You are like you're an anomaly in yourself, and that's why I love that movie, bro. It's a very different message. What it's saying is, if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Potential is everything.
Yeah. Bro.
So
Man,
tell me this on the subject of potential, though, Omari. What's your what's the brass ring for you? Like, what's the dream role or the dream scenario in terms of the acting world? Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to be a hybrid fusion of like Denzel, Johnny Depp, Forrest Whitaker, Morris Chestnut a little bit, you know what I mean? So to answer that question more specifically, it would be to have 12 Oscars. That would set my life at fulfilled. Like, that's my ultimate personal goal. I don't share that with nobody. So,
okay. You just put it out in the world now. You know that, right?
No, I
feel blessed that he put that out there, though.
Yeah, put that into his I love that. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, you really juiced me up saying that jump.
Hey, when you get the first one, I'm gonna be like, run this one back.
Yeah, like don't even look at that one. Put that one up in the attic so you don't forget your work ethic you took to get that one. Yeah. Don't even look at that one for real.
No, that's dope. Yeah, I mean, like, what's the? I don't know if you could even say, like, if you had any auditions that have been like, oh, this is gonna change everything if I get this one.
Oh man, 2018 and 19, I had so many auditions. Well, I mean, 2018, I was booking roles that were changing my life, but 2019, there was some roles where I'm like, oh Lord, please just let me get this one, just this one.
Can you name any of them or no?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
Let's just say Netflix was involved, major networks was involved, studio films were involved.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
man. I hope you do get one of those, man. That's gonna be dope to celebrate that. But what's it like? I know you've been to a few like award ceremonies and things like that. What's that even like?
It's inspiring. It's inspiring. Excuse me, to say the least. But to be in a room full of greatness, it makes you want to go harder. Like, I thought I was going hard before, but then when I talk to greatness, to people who I aspire to be like, I'm like, man, I gotta step my game up. So, for example, I ran into Journey Smollett at Dave & Buster's. I was like, oh, excuse me, Journey. I don't mean to intrude, but you mind if I rap with you real quick? She's like, sure, yeah, go ahead, sweetheart. She's such a nice person. And she told me, she's like, if you want to stand out in this industry, you got to create your own content. And I was already doing that. So I'm like, boom, I'm on a good path to where I need to be.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I have a film coming out that I produced, co-wrote, and starred in and directed.
Okay. What is that?
Called Backburner.
Okay. When is it coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out on my birthday, July 14th.
Okay.
Yeah. That's some new information for the world.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. All right. I have to check that one out. What was that process like? How hard is that? Like to be that hands deep into it and then, getting ready to come out? Like, is that terrifying at all?
Not that part. Everything else was terrifying. Like the pre-production, production, post-production, not so much because like everything's coming together. But to direct, produce, and star in a film, I was like, man, I at first I thought I was over my head, but I was like, nah, I just need to put the right people in certain positions so we could all be successful. And once I rearranged that setup, man, it was easier. But for the most part, every day was scary. So I didn't know, like, as a director, like I've directed before, but directing a full-length feature is a whole different ballgame because I had a cast of 37 actors. I have a crew of like 10 plus people. And I have to control all that while still acting. So I feel like that was a great challenge, and it helped me grow in so many different ways, man.
Yeah, you got stretched. You got to see different perspectives. And you grew. You definitely grew, man. And that's just another block you can put on. Man, that's so dope. But and I will say, you earlier you were saying it was like surreal. Then you say surreal, but being around those larger than life personalities, man. You said it pumped you up, man, but don't it make you feel like okay, they human, so I can do it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Absolutely.
Makes it a little more tangible. You're like, I'm right here with you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Get in those rooms, I'm like, all right, I could see this really happening. You know what I mean?
Bro, that job is.
What's the one person you met that you're like, man, I can't believe, like, I just spoke to this person or made eye contact with that person or shook that person's hand? Or maybe you haven't even met that person yet.
I would say Journey Smollett and Denzel Whitaker.
Y'all know I'm
Denzel
young.
Whitaker.
Who is Journey? Man, don't nobody pick on me, man. You said Journey who?
Journey Smollett.
How you spell that? I ain't never heard of her.
You don't know? Google that. You'll be happy.
She's a little girl from the Bill Cosby show.
Yeah.
Light-skinned girl.
You'll be happy.
Pigtails.
Yeah, y'all gotta forgive me. This is where I do my part.
Do a quick Google. We'll wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was in Roll Bounce. She was let's see, what other movies?
I'm not even playing with y'all. Where's she at?
She's in Lovecraft Country too. If I'm not mistaken.
Hold on, y'all can't find this joint.
Hold on, let me pull up her IMDb for you.
Cause bro, I'm trying to see what's going on right now.
Jurnee Smollett.
Jurnee.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, dang, screen's too bright.
Let me see. Right here.
Oh, I was spelling her last name wrong.
Yeah.
That's an S.
Yeah. Yeah, her she's been a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so to be able to have conversations with these people, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm moving up in my career. Because before I used to dream about being in the same space as these people, and now I'm starting to see it coming to fruition. You know, right. Thank God.
Well, I think it's something to I think it's, how do I say this? The way that things work sometimes is it's not enough to be successful if you're not also famous. You know what I mean? Like the world doesn't want to really celebrate you in that way when you're like, let's say an actor, like you're a working actor, right? Like you're doing things, you're getting paid gigs, you know, it's not always sexy. You're not making necessarily millions of dollars, but you are working, right? And that's most of the voiceover community. I'm lucky I make enough to earn a living. I know a lot of us are not even at that point. Like a lot of us are just part-time. You know, but so I know for you, you must hear things like, well, you ain't really did nothing yet because you don't have that big, you're not in Jurassic Park, you know, or whatever, you know what I mean? But like, I'm sure you take a lot of pride in the fact that like you just said you produced and helped write your own movie that's about to come out. You know, you've been in things, you've rubbed elbows with Vivica Fox and Damon Wayans and you've been to award shows and things like that. Like there's got to be some sort of like appreciation for yourself and what you've been able to accomplish, right?
Yeah. Now that I'm older, I have moments where I reflect a lot more, and I teach myself how to be grateful. Like every morning, my fiance and I, we wake up, we're like, what's your 5 gratefuls for today? You know, every morning we start off like that. That way we build this respect, a deeper respect for life and appreciation, you know, and by doing that, it also helps me appreciate the journey that I've been on and where I'm at right now.
I'm gonna steal that. I like that 5 gratefuls. I'm gonna steal that.
He gonna get on his pen right now. He always write shit down when we talking.
I gotta take notes, bro, because y'all gotta understand. Y'all have to understand. For me, what has helped me thus far in my life is taking notes from good people, from everybody, and then making it my own. That's why I have to do that. Like because of you, Rob. Every morning I wake up and I say thank you. Like that's literally the first thing I say. I've been doing it for like 2 months now. I wake up, I say, I'm thank you. I don't even look at my phone, none of that. I'm thank you, boom. But before she hear me, she like, you right, Daddy. She in the background. Trying to tell y'all, listen, I'm thankful for everything. So by 5 grateful, that's another level up. Yeah, I need that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Philip.
I was telling Treve, the thing that I do is every morning is I do it silently too. No one ever knows that I'm doing it. I wake up in the morning, my feet touch the ground. I say, thank you. I stand up. I say, thank you. And then I find a third thing, whatever it is. I don't care if the water runs when I'm about to wash my face. I say, thank you. So at least 3 times minimum before I start my day.
You steal that one.
I'm telling you, free game.
So yeah, it's just a silent gesture that I do, but it makes me exactly what you said. It makes me feel thankful. The first thing I woke up, my feet touched the ground. I can stand, that's all you need to like get going, like what else do you want? Like there are people who cannot stand and people who cannot get up, so that's a big thing for me. And the little things, because I feel like I got to a place where I wasn't always appreciative. I got lost in the struggle of life, of things like, and I was young when I was thinking that way. Like if you hear, like Treve always goes, oh, you used to rap. Let me hear some of your old stuff. Like, and people hear my old stuff and they go, oh, you used to be talented. But I now I see it differently. I remember what I was thinking. And I can't even get past the bars because I know what I was intending. And I was stuck in the struggle of it all. You know what I mean? That me as a black man in LA, I like it hard. You know what I mean? I like the struggle. I'm built for it. Instead of saying I'm built for success, I'm built for life. I'm built for, enjoyment. I'm built for love, like any of those things that I stand for now. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasted so much time just being like Mr. Tough Ass and shit. So like, that's the reason why I kind of don't even celebrate my music anymore.
But you really didn't waste time though. And we already talked about it. You really didn't waste time though. Cause I mean, it's like a diamond, bro. And I'm going to use this. Well, you got to get cut. You got to get cut, bro. You got to get under immense pressure. Trust me, bro. I done been through this. Like, that's why I be keeping my mental up, bro. Cause you still getting cut, bro. Right now, bro. Every day you wake up, bro, you getting cut. And your final product gonna be crazy. Same thing with Omari. When it's time for him to get on Oscars, bro, he can be cut to a point where, that's what I'm saying, you can't fake it. You can't fake how you get there. You can't fake who you are because the process is gonna tell on you. It's gonna tell on you what you do, what you had to do to get there. People get in places too fast, bro, and it be too much. And that's why you see the fall of people. But when you get your foundation, you said you wasted time. No, bro. The time you was doing that was exactly how much time it took you to get to where you need to go. That's all it was. That's all it was, bro. That's how I see it. And when you get there, you ain't going to be satisfied still. And you tell me why? Because you already fell in love with
I missed the mountain to climb. I missed the mountain to climb. It's a blessing and a curse, bro. I don't know when to stop.
Yeah, that's the thing. Balance is the key of life.
Yeah.
And so now you about to be beast mode. Both everybody in it. I'm speaking that on us right now. I'm telling you, when the diamond get cut and it's ready to go, oh, bro, it hit different. You be looking for the next mountain peak. You like, oh, that it was only that high. Oh, I thought it went higher than this. We might have to hit up that Mount Everest.
I just want to know if we gonna get tickets to the award show when Omari gets his awards.
Y'all front row already. There's nothing.
I don't need front row.
I just want to be in the entourage somewhere.
Oh, bro. I used to
y'all in the limo, but
ain't never rode in a limo.
There it is.
I ain't never rode in a limo, boss.
Never.
Hey, there we go.
Never.
Oh man.
I'm a small town country boy. We ride in a tinted out Honda Accord. That's like my limo.
Yeah, I hear you.
Black, yeah, that's my swag right there. The limo might be too player for me.
I mean, hey, growing up, man, we used to call the public transportation bus the public limo. So that's how we like, oh, we getting on the limo. It's like, why you call it limo? It's long and a bunch of people can fit in it.
That's funny. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, that's how we used to get out, but now we're going to have to fix that, Treve. I don't care. We're going to go like to wine country or something on one of these days off or something. We'll do like a double day. Omari can come too. Bring your fiance. We'll do it.
Oh yeah. Let's set it up. Triple it up.
Yeah. That's all good. That boy a fool. I'm glad we were able to do this, man. This was I was waiting on this one.
This is so therapeutic, bro. Like, I feel like I'm in a session with my therapist. And this is great.
Shit.
You know what I mean? This is beautiful.
Omari, he got me too, bro. He had me on here, bro. Now I be just ready to go, bro. He be having me juiced up. I get off here, I be like, I'm gonna lift all the weights and do all the dishes and I'm gonna everything. He done got me too.
Hey, ask him how this podcast got started, though.
How to get started?
So, man, to keep everybody safe. We met at the bar I work at. Okay, I work at a bar. I'm a mixologist.
Omari, this is my bartender.
Yeah.
Oh, what? He hooking it
This
up?
is my bartender. This is the bartender.
The number one therapist in everyone's life.
Yeah, he's my therapist. He about to say some other shit, but don't even worry about it. That's what I'm saying. When I tore my Achilles, I hobbled. The first thing I did, because I was scared of surgery, never had surgery in my life, is I went to go see my therapist, aka my bartender, so I could feel good before I got cut.
You capping, bro. Me and him done talk about this, and I'm not even. He capping, bro. He say I'm his therapist, bro. But real talk, when me and him used to talk, when he first came in to the bar, those nights wasn't always popping. And so what would happen was, we'd get to rapping, I whip him up his drink, and I'm always ready to talk, deep. And I always like to joke around. Like, I like to keep a safe balance, like a good balance, right? And we at the bar, we talking, bro, and we just go deep, and then it go back light, right? Me and him rapping, and next thing you know, I'm like, and that's what you need to do to take care of your family and your life. And then it's like, what just happened? What did we just do right there? Like, what was that moment we just had? And so for me, being able to, because I need an outlet, with everybody that I see at my bar, I don't always get a chance to talk in that fashion. Like, I don't always get to, and so, bro, it was beautiful. This is my baby. I always am appreciative of those moments, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely, was able to super connect, and I think it was meaningful on both ends. You know what I mean? Like for both of us, but it was definitely something that I didn't think was going to get bottled into this format per se. And he started, I don't even know who first said it, that we should do a podcast, but I was like, no, that wasn't me. I ended up pitching it after it came back after like a year. Like, this whole thing was in work for like a year. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh, we should do something. And I'm like, yeah. And then my fiance got on board, and I was like, yeah, I ain't got no time like that, babe. Like, that's going to take too much energy. I don't know where Trevay is at on all that. And then we had one specific conversation. I couldn't even tell you what it was about, but I remember looking around, and the whole bar was almost in on the conversation, and everyone was just either listening or participating. And then you talking
about how we started?
Yeah, like one of those conversations we had, it's kind of like everybody was on, and it's like 14 seats at the bar, and like everybody was either listening or contributing. And it was just, but at the same time, everybody kept looking back and forth at me and him.
Yeah,
and then I go home, and my fiance is like, this is why you need a podcast with Trevay. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So then when I saw him again, I was like, yo, I think we should do this. And he was like, you serious? And I was like, yeah. And it just kind of took off, and like, so here we are.
And you know what's even crazy about me is I was so on the fence still. And that's just a bad trait of mine that I'm still working on, right? Being timid, right? I was so timid. I know that Raw was fully committed, right? But I was still so timid. Even leading up to our first recording session, I'm like, whoa, okay, well, what is it? What is going on? And then, to give you your credit and to just be 100% real right now, the way you move through this whole thing, and, Omari, I'm being so serious. He made it, what he told me is he made it tangible for me, okay? He put me on the mic, we do our thing, and then he just let me, he let me roam free. You know, once because I love to talk. I love to have a conversation, bro. So I got to give you a credit, bro. You were able to seriously make me want to commit. And once I commit, bro, I'm all in. I'm 10 toes in, then I don't care. We're going to ride this thing out to the wheels. But, man, it's just so dope, man. Like when you came in, you know, Omari, he came into the restaurant Friday night.
Saturday.
You came in.
Friday.
You get Friday night was a chance we actually got to have speak words to each other.
Yeah.
And the buzz, because I'm promoting it, right? I'm letting people know they need to listen because I do think we dope. You know, that's just a little bit of the confidence I got. I do think it's dope. And so he comes in and he done got, my, friend of ours, I walked up to him. I want to get on the podcast. You know, everybody at the bar talking about it. You know, I'm telling everybody, this is my partner in crime. You know what I mean? So it's, you come in and it's kind of overwhelming. I know you're a little bit overwhelmed.
Let me, not to cut you off, Trevay, and Omari, I'm going to want you to speak to this because maybe you can agree. I just want to know your take on it. So I suffer from what's called imposter syndrome.
Same.
So
yeah, I've been there.
I expected, when we decided we were going, I was like, okay, we probably going to hear from one or two people. Oh, hey, we heard it. Yada, yada, yada. We can move on. Like I walk in, I get stopped. I get told you and like just told how great it is and they loved it and X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, wow. And this is from a person I so respect and honor. And I'm not even going to say who it is because I'm going to get her on the podcast.
Yeah,
like she already wants to come. So I'm like so thankful she said that to me. And it moved me in such a way that at that point, without having a drink, I could have turned around and walked out and left. I had what I had.
Been good.
I'd have been good. Like it put me on such a high that no drink could give me. Right. So I was like, okay. And I sat down and then it came again from one side of the bar and the other side of the bar. And it actually was too much for me. It was too much for me. And I was like, I wanted to crawl into the seat because I'm like, well, that was episode 1. And at this point, me and Trevay already got 3 episodes recorded. Right.
We ready to go.
So we ready to go. Like one come out tomorrow and then like this one's going to be in the can today, so ready. I'm kind of like, well, what if they don't like episode 2 or what if they don't like what I had to say in episode 2? And so I start rethinking the whole thing all over again. And I start telling my fiance and she was like, you so full of shit.
Straight like that.
Huh?
Straight like that.
Yeah. Cause she was just like, you know better. You know that what you bring to the table, you tell Trevay this all the time and you need to take your own medicine. And I was like, well, I know, but like, I'm just telling you how I feel. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting there and I'm having to take all this praise and and all that. And I don't know what I'm doing with it. And I know actors go through that all the time. I've gone through that at auditions, right? They heard me, they would hear my audition and I don't even have to come in for an additional read. They hire me on the spot. When I come in, we're doing the work, right? This is how I got booked for Carnival Cruise. They heard my take. They loved my take so much. They almost used it. And only because it wasn't the finish take, they were like, you got to come re-record it. So I literally show up to the studio, I'm going to show you how this translates. And I'm like, okay, like, let's go do it. My hands are sweating. I'm in the booth already, right? Like the money's been discussed. Everything is all set in stone. I got the final script and I'm sweating. And I'm like, the second I open my mouth, they're going to think I'm a fraud and they're going to fire me and hire somebody else. And that's stupid. And I know it. Like, does that ever happen to you? Like, do you ever feel like, oh my God, like I'm not really prepared or there's someone important to you tell you they love your work and you're like, man, I don't know if I'm that good.
Ironically, that's how I felt walking to set on Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Because that was the first co-star of 5. So like that popped my cherry in a sense. And before I even said a line, I'm like, what if I get fired on the spot? Like, why am I even thinking these things?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
You already did the work,
happen.
right?
Right. Exactly. You booked it and everything. All you got to do is just do the work.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done. I ain't gonna lie. And like you said, Mar, everybody, I feel like everybody goes through a little bit of imposter syndrome, man. But yeah, bro, your brain do some crazy stuff to you when you get in the moment.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, Trevay, what Jen said to me. She was like, "You know who you fucking with." She was talking about you.
Bro.
She was talking about you. She was like, "Ain't no way you were gonna walk into that bar and like Trevay wasn't gonna tell everybody."
Oh, fact.
She was like, now. "That's why you have him." And I was like, "You right. I know that."
Once bro, and like my belief, that's the thing about belief and confidence and just understanding who you are, bro. I'm gonna walk with that spirit that even if you don't like it, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you to try it again another time because you might not really have heard it right the first time you listen to it. You might need to go back because your spirit, you might have had some bad coffee. Somebody might have cut you out from your job, so you need to go back and give it another listen. Because if you didn't like it, there's no way. You must be a misunderstanding.
Right.
That's me. That's the spirit I walk with. So, bro, I just, I tell you, that's why we got to stay locked in. I love the praise, and you said it to me. But we got to take the praise and we got to say, hey, we still got to do what we got to do. At the end of the day, this our podcast, and we got to make sure it is always good, it's run well, and we giving good content. So I'll be excited, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time somebody bring it up, and it's kind of organic because I'm kind of like, I know most of my patrons. You know what I mean? I know most of that area. So once I tell one person the cat out of the bag, I done served everybody 2 drinks, and they're like, "Hey, did you know he had a podcast?"
You see how he think? Do you see how he think?
Yeah, what?
The perfect guy to co-host. Man, you guys are amazing.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Once I serve it up, I'm like, I almost like to play a game of what's it called? You play it in when you in school, in elementary school, when you whispering somebody, telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Like telephone. Yeah, I started one end of the bar. I'm like, man, I started a podcast, and they like, then I spend it on one person, and I walk off. And it's almost cool to see it reach to the other end.
I mean, I ain't even sit down yet. I'm trying to get a seat, right? Because they get busy, and I'm telling the missus, I'm like, oh, there go 2 seats right there. Let's go. Here he go. There's my partner in crime right there, and I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
I want to sit.
Ain't no turning back now.
Oh nah, because I believe. One thing I believe is. Walk in our spirit, man. You got to walk in a good spirit. It don't matter.
You're not wrong.
Once you out there, we decided how I'm reposting it and how you posting it. It's crazy because you say that, Rob, but how you handle yourself business wise and how you put out content and how you always searching and how you always keep this podcast at the forefront of your brain. It's almost like that's the spirit you always in. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's just crazy to hear you say that.
It's called imposter syndrome for a reason.
I know. It's just crazy because how you move, you would think we got 2K people watching the podcast already.
This is me. This is my natural state, right? From being a rapper to what I do now. I'm used to being behind a microphone. I could do this all day, probably to the day that I die. I could talk. Right? Just like Omari could probably hop on a set and do whatever. You could probably pour drinks in your sleep until you become a pediatrician and then all those things, right? That's just what I do by nature. The second I actually got to be in front of people, it take me a minute. Like I know people gonna say it's not true. I am actually an introvert. I have an on-off switch for the extrovert shit, which is where my acting background comes from. It's really actually painful for me. But I love people. I love people dearly, which is why I'm doing it,
bro. I hear you, bro. I'm more of an ambivert.
Okay.
I guess that's what they call them. Yeah, like a hybrid of an introvert and an extrovert.
Okay.
And that's probably what he is too.
You can just turn it on anytime.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to be by myself, man. I feel like that's where the most harmony happens, where you can hear God's voice the most.
Right. See? Like I'm good until I want to go outside. It's just what it is. That's just how it is. I don't know. But man, I'm really glad we were able to do this, man. This actually feels good, man. But so you got the what's it called, back burner?
Yeah, back burner.
Okay, and you said July. So did you pick that date or is that just like
I picked that date because I released my very first short film that I produced on my birthday, like 3 years ago. So I want to keep that going. You know what I mean? I want it to be bigger and better than the last one.
Okay.
Double celebration, at that.
What are you doing for the opening? Or for the release?
For the release?
Well, you doing a party? You doing a watch along? What are you doing?
Yeah, so my business partner and I are going to rent out a mansion, make it nice, have a red carpet, hors d'oeuvres. It's going to be exquisite.
Oh. Damn. Don't do it to him. I'm right here looking at IMDb right now.
I know, man, I know a bartender that
hey, can whip it up.
Word up.
Really, Omari, and look, we can talk business now. Come on now. I'm doing my wedding, and you good people. Just let me know.
He gonna be out of town when I get married because he was gonna get an invite, but he gonna be out of town. Some of those.
Oh, you gonna miss the wedding?
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh,
ain't you supposed to be in Chicago?
Oh no, the premiere is gonna be out here.
I know, but October. You gonna be busy in October, right?
Yeah. For the wedding. Yeah, we're still orchestrating that.
Okay.
Trying to get it settled up in Chicago. But this feature film, man, has been like this last 3-4 years. My whole life has been centered around this feature film. So to be able to complete it,
is that how long it took?
Wedding, altogether, 3 to 4 years, from pre-production all the way to post-production.
Wow.
And I edited the film myself. Yep.
See, a lot of people don't know what it takes to put together a movie.
But no, they just turn on the TV and they're like, "Oh, this is a cool movie."
Yeah, or to promote it, or to put it out. Where's it gonna be available?
That I can't answer yet because we're still talking to a few distributors. So
okay,
until that's in place, it's up in the air.
Okay, I'm sure you hoping for all the big boys, right?
Oh yeah. Netflix. If we get it on Netflix, man, we on and popping.
There you go. Well, man, I'm always in your corner, man. I know we don't talk every day, but I'm always in your corner. I'm always hoping to see you do, fulfill your dream and do what you got to do.
I appreciate that, man. And it's inspiring to see what you do because I do want to tap into the voiceover world. So maybe we can help each other.
No, anytime, bro. You have my personal number, so we can always talk whenever. We got it. I know we've been planning it since we could walk again, but we literally need to get together. So we should do that sooner than later.
Yeah, let's hoop it up, man.
There you go.
Y'all can't hoop. Let me get out of there.
Y'all drop that 3 on you, boy.
Yeah, listen. Y'all need some youth out there. Y'all need some backup Carlton, man.
Man, you coming? You coming too? You can't get out of this.
All state in high school, and I was a 6'4" center. So the boards is all me. I can do all that shooting. I didn't really handle the rock that much. To be honest, but I'm a great hustle player.
I wonder why.
Watch out, bro.
He was a Dennis Rodman or what?
Hey, you need that sometimes, though.
Watch out. Y'all mean.
Nah.
Dennis Rodman had double-doubles.
Yeah, he did.
That was like one time in his career.
It was still the rebound, but he still had double-doubles.
True that.
Oh, man.
All right, this was a good one, gentlemen.
I just
thanks for having me, fellas.
No, before we get off, I'm on IMDb, and I just want to read the description of the movie. I just find it intriguing. I want to let the world know about my guy. So in summary, it says, follow the journey of a sous chef with a flair for flavor as he dares to dream of culinary stardom. But standing in his way is an executive chef determined to extinguish his ambition. Will he conquer the kitchen and claim his elite spot? Check out the movie Backburner, being released this year. Come on now. I gotta send my boys some love. I gotta send my boys some love.
Man, can't wait for that in July. We'll check it out.
The new trailer is about to drop soon, and I'll let you guys know. Once it drops, I'll shoot you the link.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be happy to share that on our site too. For sure. Thanks for coming on, Omari.
It's been a pleasure, fellas.